Mister. How are
Hello.
you?
Good. It's a bit loud, okay? I'm not sure like it can record your sound.
Yeah. I have a question for you.
A question. It means only one or some questions.
Some question
Okay.
about education.
About education. Okay, let's go. Let's get started.
You as a teacher at TGV, uh, why you chose TGV like to learn English and teach the children?
I guess the question is not about why I chose, but it's actually why I take. Because the GB chose me,
Oh,
like because 9 years ago, Miss Charlie contacted me and said, I need to. I was looking for a person to work in my place, but not as a teacher. And then I just tried. So I had no plan to be a teacher here.
what do you think about education in Indonesia?
In some point, it has been quite settled, but there are some parts, in my personal view, it doesn't go as what it is going on right now. Like sometimes the focus on education to create qualified human being is not reached by the system that we have now. That most of teachers are pushed to do more administration thing than focusing on building the students' skill.
Okay. You as a teacher, do you know how to improve teacher quality?
How to improve teacher quality? Well, since I work at the GB, I can sense that being a qualified teacher is not really easy. It's not a piece of cake. There are a lot of requirements from internal and external. Imagine you have a skill, singing for example. How to make your voice sound good. You need to practice it all the time. You need to learn how to say intonation, how to get the sense, right? It goes the same to teaching too. I see teaching more like a skill. Then you need to have practice, of course. The more experience you have, the better you will be. There's no instant way, shortcut. There will be no. And the rest one is that if you are willing to be a strong teacher, then you must have creativity.
Since you teach at TGV, what is the difficulty part?
Difficult part or the difficulty? Which one?
Difficulty.
The difficulty of teaching?
Yeah.
It might be like challenge, I guess. How to escalate students' progress when they have less ability on themselves. We as a teacher need to be even more creative than to average student. Let's say we find in a class like one student and he or she is really weak. We need to extra think. We need to go extra mile of finding the method how we can actually get this person increased in the term of knowledge.
I have one question again.
More.
More. I have searched at Google like why the teacher salary is lower than any job. What do you
When did you see this?
Huh?
When did you search for it?
Just now.
Just now. If I see it from the teacher at school and you have been hired as their ASN or civil servant, because my mother-in-law is a teacher too, but I don't think that she has lower payment. I guess the lower payment goes to several requirements. Let's say if you are not hired as the civil servant yet, still like honor, that one is less. And then, for example, in a course too, it's going to be less too. If you talk about the course, yeah, possibly people think that being a teacher is an easy job. You know, easy job means that lower payment. I'm sorry to say, let's say, to clean the house. It's an easy job. and they get lower payment too. The higher the job is, the higher the payment will be. The consideration of our society now, seeing that teaching is an easy job still. But I heard for some that have been hired as the civil servant, they get payment nicely.
And then if there is a people to corruption in the education sector, can you give the sanction for the people?
Can you repeat?
If there is a corruption in education sector,
Corruption in education sector.
yeah, and then can you give the sanction for the people?
Why should I give the sanction?
Because see, like corruption, right? Corruption means like for
No,
the
I meant
money.
why do you give the questions to me? I mean, what is my position to give this person a sanction?
Yeah.
What is my position to give this person a sanction?
Like a minister, like that.
Okay. So you,
Education minister.
I see. So you ask me as if I am the Minister of Education,
Yeah.
and then how do I react to corruptors in education field?
Yeah.
Sanction, of course, because you don't talk about what field is that, but the main problem here is actually about corrupting. Corrupting means a really